Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to LEGO DC Supervillains. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, because today we are going to be playing as Trigon. And also, we're going to get Martian Manhunter, thanks to a tip from a lot of you guys. As well as, we're finally going to do the inside of the Daily Planet, which we showed you a brief preview of when they gave us some B-roll footage of the game before it came out. So I have a rough idea of actually how to do some of the stuff inside of there. So let's go!
So it's Super Jump time!
It is Super Jump. That's not the Daily Planet. That's Primo Publishing.
So yeah, I really love the picture with Raven and her dad. It's so cute that you took last time we recorded.
I sent that to your Twitter.
Yeah.
You can have it if you want.
Awesome. And yeah, so I mean, like, I don't know if we're gonna use that as, I was like, oh, I really want this as a thumbnail, but, or the one with them in the front of the store is cool too. Oh, we just got Martian
Manhunter, yep.
We'll probably have to put Martian Manhunter in the thumbnail, though, because we're unlocking him today, so yeah.
Aw, he doesn't have a voice, though. That's kind of a shame.
No voice. So, I was just watching some clips of Martian Manhunter before we did this, and, oh, so he has another, that's his other form?
That's his other form, yep.
And, which is weird, because I would think that his other form would have looked more skinny-like, you know, like the way he looks in the Justice League. But I guess they can't really do that with a Lego, so...
Yeah, they have to make him big and bulky. I personally like his alien transformation. I think that was kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely.
But here we have Sean.
Yep, Sean Jones, and, yeah, so he's so cool. I know. Oh, that's cool. I like that how he whips around. John Jones is so powerful. He can do so many different things. I'm amazed at all the powers he has. So we're gonna see what kind of powers he has.
He can do hyper jump in this. He has heat powers. He can fly. He has detective vision, mind control, which makes sense.
Yep.
The selfie mode, security access, stealth mode. These are all his powers. Vent travel, transformation, so he can get bigger. He has telekinesis, he has technology, and X-ray vision. So they gave some of his powers.
They gave him some of his powers. I don't think they gave him all of them, because, like, well, obviously, I don't think that you could even put as many powers as John Jones has here.
Yeah, he can make himself like granite, he can make himself really tall. You know, he has the ability to, like, Vulcan mind bend people, you know?
Yeah, he can move people with his mind, he can do...
Well, telekinesis they have in this, but, like, actually...
Oh, yeah, he can actually mind meld you. Vulcan mind meld, yeah, exactly what you said, yeah.
Forced to leave his home on Mars, the alien manhunter John Jones began a new life on Earth as the last surviving member of his green Martian race. Now, with his many incredible powers, John has become a founding member of the Justice League, and one of the world's greatest heroes. First comics appearance, Detective Comics 225, 1955. So he got his... Yeah, Detective Comics, that's Batman.
So John Jones was...
Never knew that.
That's probably why he's in that show where Batman is a detective, and he's like, oh, hey, I'm John Jones, I'm also a detective.
I would not say that the 2004 Batman show was a detective show. That was a martial arts artistic anime interpretation. He did use gadgets and what have you, but he was not no.
So
I'm triggered now.
No,
I'm triggered.
It's okay. I didn't know. He acted like he kept saying he was a detective in that show.
Well, in some regards, but he used technology for everything.
It's been a while since I've actually watched.
That's like saying Christian Bale was a detective in the Nolan films. He wasn't.
Yeah, it's kind of like yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Uh-oh, no, I don't want to do this puzzle.
Oh no, we're back in here. So anyway, can I say okay, now that I triggered Luke about that, which I have not, just so you know, Luke, I have not watched that show in a long time, so I am ignorant of that. I'm gonna go back and watch that show and see.
I don't think that the 2004 Batman show is worth a rewatch. I mean...
Really?
No, we saw... I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but Batman Brave and the Bold was more entertaining than the 2004-2008 The Batman.
It was, and I have to say, I just watched a lot of clips of Martian Manhunter from different shows, and Oh, the different voices and animation styles I was not a fan of. The only one that strikes a chord in me and actually like just gives me it just gives me, I don't know if it's the chills or warm fuzzies at the same time, but just is like resonates with me so much. Perfect Jon Jones. It's just his character and the depth and the voice and everything is the Justice League, obviously. And well, we were just looking this up, and Carl Lumbly was the
Metropolitan? Citizens
so
of
Carl
Metropolis.
Lumbly was the iconic voice of. Oh, I'll wait. So
Anyway,
yeah, Carl
on to the
Lumbly.
proceedings.
Forget
to enter
it.
the test, you must first pass
I'll
our
wait for
preliminary
this person.
exam.
We'll
To
wait.
complete the exam, you must make all corners of each triangle the same color as the nearest one. Please see the example to my left.
What?
You have to make it look like the other one.
Okay,
So just switch the red and the yellow, but I don't know how you do that. What? How do you switch them?
I don't know. Standing on him, maybe?
Oh, maybe you have to go switch that over there.
Whoa! Whoa,
To
whoa!
switch the one in the thing.
There's stuff to stand on here in the pond.
Alright, well,
There we go.
there we go. Okay, that's perfect.
job. That was easy, wasn't it? Now, on to the main assessment on the average IQ of citizens who reside within the district of Metropolis. Don't let your city down.
What in the world?
Just like before,
All right.
match up all the corners so that they're the same colors. Once it's complete, you'll be rewarded with a Star Labs
to make
commemorative
yellow
block for your precious
there.
time.
That's perfect. That's good. Yellow always has to be on the right of everything.
So, but it all changed yellow.
Do you want me to try it or no?
Sure.
Okay, so what I was saying is, so I can just get this out so I don't like spend an hour while these like people are talking over me and stuff, like these characters like this guy, is that basically Carl Lumbly is the, you know, was the iconic voice of Jon Jones, and
Just
what
like
many people
before,
don't know about
match up
that.
all the corners so that they're the same colors.
I know that.
Once it's
I know that.
complete,
I know.
You'll be rewarded
I know.
with a Star Labs commemorative block for your precious time.
And what many people don't know about that is that Carl Lumbly actually played the dad of Martian Manhunter in the Supergirl show. So because he played the best, you know, voice of Martian Manhunter ever, then they chose him to be the dad of Martian Manhunter in the Supergirl show. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was cool. Luke thought that was cool before we started this, but apparently he doesn't anymore. Alright, so
What needs to be done here?
I don't know. I just don't.
Just like before, match up all the corners so that they're the same colors.
It
Once
says
it's
so
complete,
every
you'll be
corner,
rewarded with
everything
Star Labs
facing this way has to be
commemorative
white.
block for your precious time.
So the white one.
Everything facing.
Wait,
which way?
that's it says match up all the corners. All right, so basically, you're right. What you did before was correct. You have to match up all the reds together, etc. All these have to be yellow in the center here.
Really?
Yeah.
I was just kind of guessing, but
You were doing it correct. I'm the Queen of Shapes. I took it from you.
Queen of Shapes? You mean the Queen of messing up?
Just like before.
Well, anyway, I
match up
thought
all
that
the
was very
corners
cool
so that they're
because
the same colors. Once it's complete, you'll be rewarded with a Star Labs commemorative
I know how to
block
do
for your
colors.
precious time.
Do you? Do you know how to do colors,
there's
Amber?
anyone who knows how to do colors, it's me. Alright, I'm just triggered by this person interrupting me when I talk.
Oh, he's gonna keep interrupting you until you get it right. Oh.
I'm just gonna let you do this or whatever.
I don't know how to do it.
Alright.
I'm terrible with shapes and colors and... I mean,
I don't know why. Okay. There. Should be good now.
if it was good, then he would say, "Good job." That one's not right. Because those reds are not all together.
Just like before,
I don't know how you
match
get
up
all the reds together.
Good job! You might
Oh,
just
whatever.
be the first person to ever complete this. I personally think it might be a little too difficult. Here's your reimbursement.
I still don't get how you did that, but okay.
Alright, well,
Yay!
I wish I did my history thing while you were flying around, but now it's over and the impact is gone.
No, it's fine.
sad.
So basically, Amber was saying the iconic voice actor from Justice League Unlimited, the Justice League video games, everyone's favorite Jon Jones, the one that made us feel for the Martian Manhunter, was voiced by Carl Lumbly, and he reprised kind of a Martian role in the Supergirl one of the seasons, and played alongside the other John Jones.
Yeah, because he was older, so he played the dad.
Yeah. But the problem with that is usually all the people on Mars were gone, but you can't get rid of him.
It's kind of weird that he would have a dad since his entire planet is gone.
Right.
So kind of like, just like I don't understand how in like how originally Clark was the only person left from his planet, but then there's just all these other people randomly keep showing up from Krypton.
Oh, Kandor and Supergirl.
I can't understand it. It's just like, well, then he wasn't the only one from his planet. It's really not that tragic.
Well, here's how the writers did it. First with Krypto, they sent out Krypto, they tested the rocket, and then Jor-El's niece was also sent out in a rocket before Kal-El.
But nobody, like... But that, like, wasn't part of the original story, I feel like.
Well, that's why they called it prequel stuff. They make up stuff that happened beforehand, not afterwards.
Welcome to the Daily Planet, the #1 newspaper in the world. While visiting today, please take time to view our marvel of modern science.
Ow.
Inspired by Superman, we here at the Daily Planet have harnessed our energy for this building from the sun.
Whoa.
Oh, I remember this for the preview.
Mm-hmm. So we'll need to use Poison Ivy, Joker, and other people.
I still feel like adding more people coming from Krypton doesn't...
Break that door down. Tell your boss I will be printing her ridiculous newspaper headline.
Sorry, Jimmy. I feel like adding more people coming from Krypton makes it less dramatic that Superman... Because if you're, like, taking your kid and you're not sure where he's gonna go, or, like, you've never done it before, like, that's very dramatic. But if you've already, like, sent 1 million people out into space, then it doesn't really matter anymore.
To me. I mustn't
What?
fail them.
Oh, and before I forget, this is the wall that shows that you've completed stuff 100%, so we've only done...
Oh, we've only done a little bit.
These.
Now I am so craving the cheesy bread in the fridge, which I don't know if we have any left
I
of.
don't think there's any cheesy bread left.
You know
There
what?
is some pizza.
Don't tell me this, Luke. Don't tell me there's no cheesy bread left.
You're gonna get triggered.
Yeah, I mean, I thought when I was watching Justice League, was John Jones one of my favorites? I think I loved everyone in Justice League, though.
It was hard to pick a favorite. We were over this because the cast was so good.
Reason why I like John Jones is, I don't know, I guess he's just kind of like... He's kind of like an empath. He's very humble guy. He's very quiet, and he's like...
challenge for the Prince of Puzzlers.
You know, self-sacrificing. He's very sweet, you know?
Mm-hmm. He was a great character. And at one point, the guy left the show for a little bit during Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah, because you were telling me he got sick.
There was a rumor that he got sick.
Or he might have...
Or he could have had another role, like he did CSI and he's done other stuff, so I mean, it's very possible.
John Jones in that Justice League was always struggling with trying to deal with his family being gone and trying to accept that Justice League is his new family, but it was very difficult because nobody there was from his planet.
One of my favorite episodes is when he had Christmas with the Kents. That was so cute. That was one of the last episodes of Justice League, like the actual show Justice League, before it became Unlimited.
Yeah, well, what was really cool about John Jones being part of the Justice League was there were other people in the Justice League that also were far away from home, like Diana and Superman.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So he wasn't the only one without a family.
That is true. Okay, so we're gonna drop down here.
But I was surprised we were watching that clip of him fight Etrigan, and I was really surprised that he could take Etrigan on.
Oh yeah.
He's one of those characters that you think.
And tell the guy we need is locked in the supply room. Not again.
I mean,
Maybe we could bribe him with bay leaves, or beguile him out. We need to. I can't hit this door forever.
Okay.
yeah, I just don't like to talk over people because I know that they're, you know, saying their dialogue and stuff. But, you know, like, sometimes I think, like, oh yeah, Etrigan's gonna take John Jones down because he's not Superman or Wonder Woman, and then, lo and behold, he's one of the most powerful characters there. Sometimes he can do stuff that even Superman and Wonder Woman can't do.
But he has one big weakness that has become his downfall.
Is that people can manipulate him using his family?
No, fire.
Oh yeah, that's right.
John is easily beaten by fire, and, you know, I hated to find out what happened to... Well, John actually, here's the thing, he survived. In one of the Justice League things, where they attacked him, where Superman set him on fire and stuff like that. He survived that. And as we know the story, he ended up becoming Aquaman's advisor. Like, he turned into an Atlantean. And then we found out later that Jean was still alive, but he was scarred a little bit because Superman tried to destroy him. I was really surprised that Jean didn't appear again in Injustice 2, because, you know, he was a great character and he had a big role in the story. You know, it was such an aha moment when you saw him disguised as an Atlantean. And I really think if you wanted to bring J'onn J'onzz into the cinematic universe, you could have him disguised as an Atlantean in the Aquaman thing. That way you can introduce another character, or at least like later say, oh, by the way, person in Atlantis, that was John. William Dafoe is secretly J'onn J'onzz.
Oh, yeah, you could you mean you could introduce him into the live action, the CW movie universe.
It's not CW.
Or I'm sorry, the DC movie universe. Sorry.
It's okay.
I get it confused. It's just weird that the shows are different than the movies. It's just like odd.
Yep.
But
alright, so we're gonna do this. Hey, Jimmy!
I've come to appreciate the wonders of nature. Allow me to spread the good word of the trees.
Jimmy's insane.
But yeah, when J'onn J'onzz like walks on the street and stuff like that, like on Earth, though, he does sometimes pretend to be a human, or he can shapeshift into pretty much anything, right? Or he has certain human personas he shapeshifts into, like a detective person that he, or that's just in one version.
That was the
of him.
eject switch, you buffoon. Guess you just can't get the love-struck help you need these days. I don't suppose you know how to put those plates back in correctly. I guess you will. I wonder if there's a note somewhere.
He's actually shape-shifting all the time, because this isn't actually his true form.
You've yet to see my final... Yeah.
If you really think about it, this is... What does he say? What is this at? Doesn't he say this is like my more like appealing form to people or something?
Try
or
putting the biggest tile in first.
It's his superhero form, basically. Oh my gosh.
Was that right?
I think so. You got the... So we got that one right first.
Okay, let's try this one next. Something else interesting, in the Justice League cartoon show, he ended up marrying a woman in China, like, in Unlimited.
Oh, okay.
And he lived in China as an older man. And I'm pretty sure she knew that he was... he came at the very end of this show, like one of the last episodes of Unlimited.
Mother Nature thanks you. Take this most organic of substances as a gift.
I always get his origins confused because people are always saying, like, I don't know, like, I guess...
I know you guys aren't actually plants, right? So why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't really matter, like, what his original origins were. He's so cool, like, the way he is, but people keep telling me, like, oh, his race was secretly evil or something like that, or the green aliens were or something.
No, the white Martians were the bad guys.
Oh, okay. Because I am so confused, because in the Justice League, the white Martians were the bad.
They've always been bad.
The green Martians were good.
Yep, there are no green Martians left. In fact, J'onn J'onzz's niece, also known as, Miss Martian or whatever she went by in Young Justice and stuff like that, she's actually not a green Martian. She is a white Martian who John saved, and she became a good guy. She has the exact same powers as John, but she's a white Martian.
That's really interesting.
I forgot her. It's been so long since I've seen Young Justice, but reminder, guys, there is Young Justice DLC coming out for this game. And also, at the end of December, I believe it's the 28th or the 27th, Young Justice Season 3 premieres on the DC app. So don't miss out on that. What do I need to do here? Never does what I needed to do.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that the gold brick is out, so we got everything that's supposed to be here inside of the Daily Planet. The inside of the Daily Planet is really small. Jean was located on the top of it. Inside there was one gold brick, and we also got a brick over by Star Labs.
Yeah,
but
I mean, yeah, there are a lot of characters I really like from, like the DC universe and stuff, and Like that, I almost thought for a second he was the same voice actor who voiced Red Tornado, but no, it wasn't. It was a different.
I can help you with that. The person who you like, Red Tornado and Batman Brave and the Bold, he was actually the voice of Superman, the animated series, and Justice League's Brainiac.
Oh, that's kind of creepy because Brainiac is so creepy and scary, whereas, like, you know, Red Tornado is like, I feel like Red Tornado is a good robot.
And
Brainiac
the actor who played Martian Manhunter played the role of his Red Tornado's son that turned evil. Not when he was a kid, but when he was an adult.
Wait, the actor who played Martian Manhunter in Justice League played the...
Yep.
Oh, so he also played the adult when Red Tornado's son.
The evil version of the son. Oh my gosh,
yeah. That was the most dramatic episode of Brave and the Bold for me ever. And in a bad way. I was very angry at Batman at the end of that episode. I was very upset.
Mm-hmm.
Because it felt like Red Tornado's son became alive, and then Batman made an explanation like, well, sometimes we have to destroy life or something, and he just killed him.
Yeah, I didn't.
And I was just
I didn't like that episode either.
I was like, I felt like never watching the series ever again. I got so, I don't know. I might cry. I might have cried. I don't know. I was really upset. That was not okay for me. I loved the version of Red Tornado when I thought it was around Christmas time or something, and he could feel the tingles or something, and he was like, oh,
that was a great episode, too.
I feel like, you know, I can't remember. That was Brave and the Bold, then? That was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
Alright, I have security access, so let me in, please. Thank you. Ah, Blaze Comics. Booster Gold!
Why does that keep happening?
Oh yeah, I loved that episode because Red Tornado kept trying to be a human and he wanted to know what it felt like.
You are visitor number 1 to this Blaze comic store. Please enjoy a free comic book spree courtesy of LexCorp Industries. Collect enough Booster Gold comics.
Wow, look at that, Amber. They remade classic comic books.
That's cool. They've got... Oh, they made it in Lego form. So they actually took the logos from the old comic books and added wow!
Look at that.
This is... Look at Plastic Man from a long time ago. Plastic Man, Action Comics. Oh my gosh, look at how much work Traveler's Tales put into this.
The Chuck Dixon Nightwing, yep.
Oh my gosh, no way. Look at the detail on this. Traveler's Tales, you outdid yourself. Oh my gosh.
I'm not seeing Wonder Woman's debut though. They're showing a lot of Batman, Nightwing.
Is it over there, like on that side? Like there's some comics over there. Right there. Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's
Cereal,
Booster Gold.
Toys.
Yeah, they don't have Wonder Woman there. Well, maybe they... No, they don't.
Alright, let's talk to Booster Gold.
Personal. Maybe too
Booster
personal.
Gold.
All the other superheroes are raising their profiles with this lexicogram craze. Last week, Wonder Woman posted a picture of her brunch that got literally millions of likes or whatever.
But she's also Wonder Woman.
You're an estimated million more followers than you, sir. Thank you, Skeets. Still, you know me. I've got to get in on this fad. Let's find some adoring, attractive booster maniacs to take some pictures with and post them online.
Oh my gosh.
My great Gramps berry.
I bet there are some photo ops this way.
Alright, so we're gonna take pictures of Booster Gold.
Booster Gold. Yeah, I thought there were... One time when I was watching the Justice League, I thought there was a...
featured in a lexicogram with me.
Wait, what?
I don't think they have a choice. You were saying?
Oh, I was just saying, I thought there was an episode where John Jones turned into like a giant dragon and like defeated somebody, but I can't remember.
That's the one of the last episodes of Justice League Unlimited.
Okay.
He turned into a dragon by the Great Wall.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
On to the next lucky fan.
On to the next one.
I think the only thing that doesn't surprises me about Martian Manhunter is he can transform like that at any time, but he just doesn't very much. He doesn't really transform a lot.
None shall stand in my way.
I'm pretty sure he can phase through walls, though, right? Or no,
look,
he probably can't do that.
Buster Gold! You mean Booster Gold, my booster maniac photogenic chum? Are you sure?
Did that count, Booster? Yep.
Selfie mode.
I'm just following Booster. Then we're gonna go back to his comic store.
Oh yeah, isn't there in the Young Justice, isn't there a relative of Martian Manhunter in that? Or
Miss
no?
Martian, but she's not a relative.
Oh, okay.
We already talked about it.
Alright, never mind. Oh yeah, you're right. We did. We already talked about it. The White Martian niece.
Can you make sure you blur my face when you upload that?
We can try our best.
Uh-oh.
Maximum number of stored photos.
What?
Just said we reached the maximum number of stored photos, so we'll have to delete some if we're gonna save anymore.
Oh, so we have to get rid of some photos. Well, we can do that after this quest. I'm sure it'll just let us.
Get rid of Raven and her dad.
No, I'm not going to.
Okay.
Oh my gosh!
But it shows we've been playing this game quite a bit.
And he's giving out free photo ops to post on the internet. As
I might have taken too many photos.
What is happening?
Well done, tourist guider. This shall put me on the lexicogram radar for certain. Oh look, I have already overtaken Booster Gold in follower numbers. Is it not strange that Booster Gold was the one to tell me about the latest teenage craze? I still find it difficult to determine the age of humans, but he does not look like a teenager.
That ought to do it. I'll upload these, or let's be honest, Skeets will, over the next few days, and soon the re-lexicograms and hearting will commence.
I don't want to alarm you, sir, but Vixen just lexicogrammed a close-up picture of her eye.
Oh, drat! Well, there's always photo brag. I bet I could be the king of photo brag, especially if none of the other heroes are on it.
Booster. Oh, you sir are a riot.
Yeah,
so that was cute to see Starfire up there.
Yeah. She was implying that Booster Gold had a personality of a teenager.
Uh-huh.
When he's not one.
She slated him.
You know what? It's better than being too serious.
Never heard of.
Greatest hero you've never heard of.
But what is Booster Gold's deal? He's just like, he's from the future, but he is a real superhero, right? But then everyone in the future kind of has powers like that. Or he doesn't really have powers though, it's all his technology, isn't it? I guess I should look it up and see.
Saving, safe cracking.
But Booster Gold is all about, like, basically getting people to like him and, like, know his name and stuff, isn't it? Like, all about him, like, selfies and stuff, I guess.
Something like that. Alright, so we're gonna go to Booster Gold's comic store. Oops, no, Booster, open the door. There we go. Okay.
Maybe there'll be other comics in here.
It might be. Might be some fun stuff that we can do in here.
This is so cool that we can actually go inside.
Our visitor number 1 to this Blaze comic store. Please enjoy book spree courtesy of LexCorp Industries. Collect enough Booster Gold comics at the designated time to win store credit. Beat our high score of points to win. To begin your shopping spree, talk to your friend. Booster Gold.
Oh my gosh, they have little dolls over there for sale. Action figures.
Okay, so what are we...
I don't think we have to do anything, right? Oh, there's little action figures.
Never miss another issue. Order by mail today.
Oh, I get it now. You just have to collect all these. How are we supposed to get that many of them, though?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. I am trying to move faster, Booster.
Say I could drop in and try, but
We're gonna get it. Only have to get... Already gotten, well past what we need. We only needed 500. So... And this is gonna probably result in a gold brick.
So...
Yes!
We're heroes! Well done, sir!
Alright, so anyway, guys and gals...
Yay!
To start the game, you need to talk to me, Booster Gold.
Okay, thanks so much for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed our Metropolis, / Daily Planet and Booster Gold episode, where we unlocked Jean and Booster Gold. And we will see you tomorrow with more of LEGO DC Supervillains. Bye-bye.
See ya!